Hey, what's up, guys? Random man named Sammy here to bring you guys an episode 9 review of the Inbetweeners. Sorry this review is late. Pretty much school got in the way of me recording yesterday, so yeah. But anyway, the episode itself, it was all right. Um, and honestly, when I look back last week, I find it sad that I pretty much got hyped for nothing because the stuff with Lauren and Carly wasn't really. Like, I don't know, maybe it was the preview that pretty much made it seem, maybe when I was watching the preview at the time, it made it seem like shit was about to go down. When you watch the actual episode, it was like it really wasn't anything to make a big deal out of, to be honest. Um, Although I didn't expect Jay to break up with his with I think that girl's name is Bree, that middle schooler, like, so soon, because I thought he would probably stick with her until like until the season finale, but I honestly did not expect you know him to pretty much ruin his relationship with a 12-year-old or a middle schooler like in one episode. I mean, I knew I considering how this is a comedy show, I knew Jay would eventually do something to make her you know break up with Jay, but like, Jay, can this dude not, like, is it that hard to like kiss somebody? Like, because like he's just making up all these bullshit excuses just just to pretty much cover up the fact that he can't kiss for shit because he hasn't kissed a girl at all. Like, and it was like the way they pretty much broke up. It was pretty much the a similar situation to, well, I think it was 2 episodes ago when Jay invited the gang for a camping trip, and then Jay hooks up with that fat girl and they start making out, and then like I don't remember exactly what Jay did, but Jay did something, but I don't really remember off the top of my head. And then like the girl got all pissed off. She's like, "That's my stomach, you asshole." So like, Jay, like, come on. I know you haven't kissed a girl, but Jesus Christ, dude, what? I don't fucking know. And then like back to the show with Carly and Lauren. I literally thought that, like, the reason why you know sh- Carly, god damn it, Carly, wanted Simon away from Lauren, because I literally thought that might be a sign of jealousy, and if she's jealous, then that pretty much proves that she actually has feelings for Simon. But apparently that's not the case, as we saw in next week's preview, that Lauren is apparently a crazy ass bitch, in the sense of she will fucking, like, the bitch was fucking fucking stealing underwear and putting it in her fucking pants and shit. And I was like, oh man, like, because I literally thought that Simon was gonna do something to make Lauren break up with him, but apparently it seems like it's gonna be the other way around, where Simon pretty much is gonna have to be like, I can't see you anymore because you're fucking crazy, you shoplift and all this other shit. So so yeah, and then the whole subplot in this episode where, like, oh, when goddamn, I lost my train of thought. The whole subplot in this episode where Lois is pretty much considered a hero, but at the same time he was considered as a suspect for you know setting the fire. Like, I'm sorry, that was just weird as fuck, because literally he just, at random times of the episode, he would just give off the most weird looks to these people, saying like, so did you did you start the fire? Come on, you gotta confess. And then it ends up being Neil, which I honestly expected something, which I mean, I didn't know from Jump Street that it was Neil, but at the same time, when we found out that it was Neil that started the fire, is like, that's something Neil would totally do. So and I like how Hulk Hogan was pretty much there too, which I was kind of surprised. I'm like, oh shit, Hulk Hogan, what the fuck, like, really? Like, I mean, I know he pretty much will somewhat save the school and all, but to have Hulk Hogan at his award ceremony, like, is it not really that big of a deal? But but yeah, really all right episode. Wasn't too funny. But just a solid episode. Next week's episode seems interesting, which I'm assuming next week's episode, which I believe that's episode 10. I'm assuming that's where Simon pretty much has to let Lauren go because she's fucking crazy. So Yeah, and apparently, what's her face? Carly got this. Well, judging by the preview, Carly. It seems like Carly is in some sort of conflict with her boyfriend Bobby, which is not really surprising because in the original it was pretty much the same thing where like only it wasn't as worse as the original because in the original Bob Bobby or whatever Carly's boyfriend's name in the British version was, he was just like a stiff. I don't know. He was just there. He didn't have much of a personality compared to Bob, the original, to Carly's boyfriend in this version. So yeah, looking forward to next week's episode. Leave any comments regarding this episode. And yeah. So anyway, this is the random man named Sam. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.